Welcome back, guys. This is Maverick here with another episode of Gatsu no Lion. Now, normally I would do a small recap at the beginning of each video, but I don't really think there's too much to recap from the last episode. I do view it as more of an in-betweener in a way. We learn a little bit more about Yamazaki, the opponent that Rei faced to win the newcomer title. I don't know if he's going to be a recurring character or not. His story is understandable, I guess you could say, but I never really had any big problems with him in the first place. So it is what it is, right? We also have Hina's story as well. I guess it's a nice little reprieve from the negativity that's been going on in her life. And I think most of all, though, we can say that indeed, in terms of Rei, Kiriyama Rei, his trajectory is slowly but steadily facing upwards, right? Now, I do believe that he's also in the middle of the Lion King tournament, of which he has advanced as well. So I presume next up we'll see if he can continue his string of good luck into the next tournament. Anyways, let's get right into it. Alright, I skipped the opening as usual, and let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Where the sun shines is your kingdom. Hey. そうだよ。Really? Fifth Dan going against. I shouldn't use fifth Dan. A rank C1er going up against one of the most decorated title holders? Why would you have this disparity in a commemoration match? Well, I guess to be fair, Rei is a titled player as well now, but still. Alright. Talk about pressure and expectations. Yeah, he's not an old man. Oh, isn't this the Ikemen? What? Oh, he became a challenger again. Damn. I guess, yeah, being in a professional organization, they also need to maintain the sort of marketability of shogi as well. People are naturally inclined to root for younger players because they want to see a new face. So anytime you have like people who are like in chess, for example, anytime you have someone like under 15, tearing it up or whatnot, people will take notice of you and get hyped. Oh, made it though! McDonald's? This. Crying or something? Mm-hmm. Namida. Yeah. You're finally breaking out of your downward spiral.
消えちゃうんだとしても忘れないでおこう。嬉しかった日は確かにあったんだって。
No, you should continue to work hard to make sure this continues.
桐山だ。また会っちまった。バイバイしたのに何か熱心に選んでいますね。は恥ずかしい。そっとしておいてあげるよ。青春の1ページというやつですな。さ、行こう行こう。どれ。では私も。おい野口。では私はこの10年用にしましょうかな。またいつでも何度でも取り出して思い出せるように。
Oh, but actually having a taste of something good should make him continue to strive for it. Wait, isn't this the guy that was supposed to be a challenger that was defeated by Shimida?
俺が体調を崩さなければ今日中に下山できたのに、俺が足手まといになっちまったばっかりにガクトさんにこんな迷惑かけちまって。迷惑なんかじゃない。山では皆お互いの命をちょっとずつ持ち合うんだ。そう思えない相手だったら僕は花から誘わないよ。そんなことより僕は君の今日の頑張りに感動してる。ナイスファイトだったよ、イッサ君。
Oh. I actually didn't recognize that was Issa at first. Alright. Uh...
大切なのは諦めない心だっていうこと。だから今日気象戦の挑戦者に決まるのはガクト先輩だと思います。ダメだ、完全に洗脳されている。恐るべし桜井七段の山セラピー。イッサ君素直だから一発だったな。
Wait, I thought he lost already.
もしくはライバルを山に誘い、ピンチに合わせ優しく包み込み、信頼を得る。しかも天然、悪意皆無。怖え、ガクト怖え。山で包み込まれちゃうと精神的に完全に支配されちゃうからな。見ろよ、いっちゃんは。これでもう桜井さんには簡単に勝てなくなったな。ガックン先輩、頑張っ。それがガックン、どうやら島田さんも誘ったことあるらしいぜ。マジで。ところがな。ああ、山か。山はもういいよ。小さい頃からタケノコとか山菜とかしょいこがいっぱいになるまで帰ってくんないって何度も山に放置されてさ。あ、あっぶね。なんていうか日常だったっていうか、だからもういいかなって。そうですか、がっかり。さすが島田八段、ナチュラルボーン山、かっけー。セラピストにも立ち入れない心を持った男。
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
お、動き出したぞ。
Alright, so now we're again sort of
でもそれを取ると4二歩と垂らされて、同金上だと桂7角と打たれるから、飛車を8九飛成としても4二
What is with your theatrics, man? No wonder those two old guys wanted him to be in the finals. Wow. The board don't lie. This is gonna be a hard match for him. Insane. Resilience. It's been a while since we've had Shimada back. It's like the clouds have come too fast. Dude, how old are you? Oh man. Are you sure you're not 40 years old? Yeah, get some more people.
そうだね。俺もやったことないしな。ま、健闘を祈ります。はい、頑張ってね。どうもですよね。しかし問題はあっけなく解決を見るのだった。桐山君、入部希望者の方々ですぞ。張り紙を見て来てくださったそうですぞ。
Wait, the teachers?
っていうか、確か校長先生と
The principal advisor.
ですよね。実は君が編入してきた時から決めてました。将棋を教えてもらおうって。私はずっと林田君に入部希望を出していたのだがね。今はちょっとと繰り返すばかりで業を煮やしとったんだ。だって桐山があんまりプロだっておっぴらにしたくないって言うから。あと学年主任の中村君、彼もぜひ入部したいってさ。よろしくね。やりましたな桐山君。林田先生も将棋部専属できますぞ。しかも大物揃い。でも部活って生徒が
They're like, we're the principal.
この方をどなたと心得ますか？校長ですぞ。そんなのちょちょいのちょいちょいのちょいでありますよね。まあね、前向きにね、学園をね、進化していきたいっていうかね。まあそろそろ我ら橋高チームも食団戦で B クラスに入りたいからね。射程圏内に入ったことは間違いありませんね。
Yeah, if you get the principal and vice principal on board, they're bound to help you recruit more members as well.
っていうかこれはもう将棋部というより将棋教室なのでは。思わぬ新入部員参入により存続が決定。桐山玲と愉快な仲間たちの新しい冒険が始まる。科学部門がなくなったため、消化部改め将棋部の平均年齢が24歳上がった初夏の午後だったとさ。
Alright. Quite nice little ending there. Anyways, see you guys after this. Alrighty, so as I just talked about at the beginning of this episode, it's nice to see that Ray is finally on the uptrend, right? Although I guess you could say that he has been on the uptrend ever since after the end of first season, and indeed throughout this series, this second season as well. Gradually climbing up there. At the very least, he's breaking out of this spiral of depression and negativity, and he's turning his life around for the better, right? And I got a feeling that that's probably really the whole purpose of this series as a whole, to see how someone is breaking through the despair and hopelessness and depression and whatnot, and getting themselves into a better place. Now, personally, I would feel that with him having a taste of this sort of the sweetness of being in this state of mind, you know, being wanted, being cheered upon, being loved, etc., being depended upon, that's going to cause him to strive for more, and so he's going to work harder and harder to and hopefully do some introspective and finally realize what he has to do to continue to have this kind of fate and this kind of progress, right? What he shouldn't be doing, which I mean, I guess it's kind of raining on the parade here, but I feel like instantly going about and saying that you want to cherish all this and whatnot. I mean, I guess there's two sides you could look at it. From a more positive example, you could say, okay, he's recording it down so he never forgets this feeling, so that he knows what he has to strive for. The more pessimistic kind of looking at things would be saying he's so afraid that he's going to lose this, and he doesn't have any confidence that he can continue to have this, that he needs to resort to leaving it as just some sort of good memory and something that he can look back upon fondly, right? That's definitely not the way to go about this, particularly for someone as young as he is, right? So I don't know. I feel like he still needs somebody to. I'm not quite sure if he's going to be able to figure this out himself, right? The fact that, hey, what did I do to eventually make myself get to this point and place in time, right? Or is he gonna need to have somebody, some other people, sort of push him on the back and go tap tap, hey, come on, think about it. Think about what all you did to get here, right? And then that's how he can finally make the big realization that, yes, this is what he should continue to keep on doing. I guess that's just one thing to look out for in the future here. As for the rest of the episode, we finally see Shimida again. It was nice to have him back. I do actually quite like his character, actually. I do appreciate characters who show resilience and whatnot, as he has definitely shown here, immediately back at it in the challenger position for a different title, right? I did find it kind of funny that those two old geezers were speaking so blatantly about the sort of marketing aspect of the association. I mean, I kind of get it, right? Because they are older, they are wiser. One is literally the president of the association. That those are things that he needs to take care of. Because, you know, whether we like it or not, shogi is definitely not a game, or not a, how should you call it? Just game, right? Not exactly something that can bring in the big bucks, right? So of course they want to make it marketable, and you know, this is true for all different walks of life, any kind of competitions and whatnot, whether it be shogi or chess or video games or sports as well. You always want to keep filed for the storylines, right? And prodigies are like the easiest storyline to go for. Prodigies as well as flashy players, right? So that's why all of these associations, they love to promote these sort of people who are more flashy and take a more flamboyant approach to their playing, as we can clearly see in this episode as well. Now, it's an unfortunate fact of things. I didn't really think that those two would be so blatantly obvious in terms of what they truly want, right? You would think that as shogi players, they would also appreciate you know, the skill level. I mean, at the end of the day, a competition is a competition, right? The fact that Shimida actually beat this other guy through shogi fair and square, that just means that he's stronger and he is more qualified to be the challenger, right? So I was kind of, I guess it's for the humor aspect of it, and I'm not gonna go into that too much. I do kind of wonder though if there's maybe another underlying reason here, maybe a subconscious reason, and that is both the president and the other dude. Sorry, I really can't remember his name, but those two old guys, right? They're both champions. They're both Meijin. They both won titles before. So they've been through it. They've been there, done that. They already have the accolades. They have the achievements. They know what it takes to become a titled player, right? They know what it takes to be on the top. I do kind of feel like maybe they're also sort of being patronizing to Shimida, because they simply don't see it in him. Because, you know, as much as I like Shimida as well, he definitely doesn't particularly seem like championship material, right? He doesn't seem like champion material. And I do kind of wonder if subconsciously it's the same for those two as well. They're basically like, why are you wasting your time? You're never going to become the champion anyways. And the unfortunate fact is that this is more often than not true. You would typically see, it's actually kind of rare for someone who to toil away for their entire career and then eventually be able to win a championship in a way, right? Unless you are saying it's like a team sport and you are more of a supporting role and whatnot. Especially in all walks of life, I feel like it's mostly being dominated by people who have already shown a lot of potential and talent, you know, all the prodigies in all areas of life from since a very young age. You either have it or you don't, right? You know, we would like to think that hard work would eventually equate to getting a championship. I don't know. Perhaps that's going to be something that bucks the trend in this work as well. Although I wouldn't quite hope on it, let's just say, because that actually goes against the conventions of normal life. So I do kind of wonder if them being kind of harsh in their words to Shimida is also due to the fact that they themselves are champions, so they have a bit more authority and know how to speak a little bit more, let's just say. Anyways, I feel like that's it for this episode. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys next week as well. Stay tuned. Bye bye.